Let's get to it. She get tangled up with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark ain't going for none of it. DeWanna Bonner running her mouth per usual. Running her mouth per usual. Trying to act tough. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this, you guys. Like, come on, what are you doing? You already stole money last year. Why you being extra? What are you doing? Caitlin ain't soft. Caitlin ain't going for none of that. The worst part is Caitlin Clark gets another technical foul.
Nobody expected this game to become one of the biggest talking points of the entire week. Not the Indiana Fever, not the Phoenix Mercury, and certainly not the thousands of fans who tune in expecting nothing more than another regular season matchup. But by the time the final buzzer sounded, nobody was talking about an ordinary basketball game anymore. Instead, the conversation centered around the tension on the court, the emotional reactions, and one question that quickly exploded across social media. What really happened between the Fever and the Mercury from the opening minutes? Something felt different. The atmosphere carried a different intensity. The energy inside the arena was unmistakable, and even the crowd seemed more engaged than usual. Every possession felt significant. Every whistle sparked another reaction, and every physical play had fans leaning closer to their screens. This wasn't just about scoring points, climbing the standings, or even winning the game. To many watching, it felt personal. Whenever emotions run high in a game involving Caitlin Clark, the spotlight grows even brighter. Few players in basketball have every movement analyzed as closely as she does. Every reaction becomes a headline. Every facial expression turns into a screenshot, and every clip fuels another debate online. That had become the reality surrounding Clark. And on this particular night, that spotlight seemed brighter than ever. The Mercury knew she was the center of attention. The Fever knew it, and the fans certainly knew it as well. Every possession involving Clark instantly became must-watch television. The game became increasingly physical. Fans flooded social media with clips of the most intense moments, replaying them repeatedly while debating what they had witnessed. Some viewers believed it was simply tough, competitive basketball. Others felt the emotions on the court were beginning to boil over. There was little agreement, but there was no shortage of discussion. Then, as the tension continued to build, another name suddenly entered the conversation: Sophie Cunningham.
Here we go. Look at Sophie right here. She's going to play tough guy, but Sophie's just not going to have it. By the way, these two used to be teammates. There's DeWanna Bonner showing her ass as normal, and Sophie. Sophie looks like she absolutely has no raise in blood pressure there whatsoever. Stone-faced, no problem. I got you. It was good. Caitlin Clark, vision on court passes are insane. She had a court pass down to Lexi Hall, and it was a beautiful pass. Sneaky Pete, I don't know how someone is not going after the WNBA there for treatment of some players. It's getting bad by the day. It just got ugly. Caitlin Clark on the first quarter from hell.
First quarter was embarrassing. Got to be able to space the floor, make open shots, and get downhill. I thought we did a lot better job getting our feet in the paint. That's what allowed us to get better looks, and then we also got to the free throw line, which helped as well.
Embarrassing, she called it. It was pretty ugly, and she stepped in and bailed this team right out. Right here, let's go. Caitlin Clark, 24 points, 8 of 17. 3 rebounds, 9 assists. Still did not get a double-double tonight. I was like, oh, she's going to have 10 assists. Well, something happened in the third quarter. A lot of people noticed it. Caitlin Clark got pulled from the game.
If there's one thing Fever supporters have come to appreciate, it's that Sophie Cunningham never seems afraid of a big moment. She doesn't shy away from pressure, and she never hesitates to stand beside her teammates when the intensity rises. As the game grew more heated, cameras appear to capture every reaction, every glance, every conversation, and every exchange on the court. The internet noticed all of it almost instantly. Within minutes, Clips were spreading across social media. Fans were creating their own theories. Sports pages were posting highlights, and the discussion was growing bigger by the second. The remarkable part was that the game itself was still unfolding. While much of the attention shifted toward the drama, Caitlin Clark remained focused on something entirely different: the scoreboard. That's what often separates great players from everyone else. When emotions begin to rise, they answer with their play on the court. Possession after possession, Clark continued making plays, creating scoring opportunities, and finding ways to influence the game. As she did, the momentum slowly began to shift. The pressure that had been building around the Fever gradually eased, while the Mercury suddenly found themselves reacting instead of controlling the flow of the game.
Every single time. Point right back at her every single time. You see Myisha Hines-Allen trying to be cool right now, right? Oh, she gonna turn up too. She gonna turn up too. Yeah, Sophie, point back at her. We ain't scared of none of that. You over here, don't start none, won't be none. You thugs. Y'all acting like thugs and hoodlums out there. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Y'all done messed up the product. This is bad for business. This is bad for business. We point right back at you. You want to be so tough. We point right back at you. We'll point right back at you. Don't even worry about it. Now watch Debo. Debo ain't going for none of this, Alyssa Thomas. You do all that pushing everybody else around. Do that with Debo. Yeah, do that with Debo, Myisha Hines-Allen. She ain't scared of you. She ain't scared of you. What's up? What's up? Yeah, you want to be laughed off now. Everybody else, you a fake bully. All you do is pick and choose. If it was a smaller player, you would have acted so tough. Your thugness, you would have acted so tough. All of a sudden, somebody your size, and you want to laugh it off and back up, chump.
A good game about every ninth game of the season. She's going to do really well. I want to point something out, guys. This was not we talked about earlier in the day, the attendance. Right here, the attendance, 15,198. So they were basically 2,600 empty seats. And you could see it all over the place. There were empty seats. Whoa. I got to tell you, we got a trend. And the trend is Caitlin Clark is completely bailing this coach out. Completely bailing this coach out. And the Mercury, they couldn't hit a three-pointer to save their life. So I don't know. I mean, it ended as a 9-point game. I don't know what this game would have looked like if the Mercury could have knocked down any of their three-pointers at all. But 6 points in a quarter? I mean, you know what I felt like happened? Let me just show you this. Right here, but in the third, the Fever it was a 30-11 third quarter. And I was like, well, maybe the Fever decided to have their third quarter meltdown in the first quarter tonight. That's just what it felt like. Again, it was a win. You're glad to have a win, but it was over a not good Fever team. They came in 5-12. Now they're 5-13. And the Fever got a victory out of it. So, and wow. The referees tried to become the story of this game. But it seemed like every other possession in the fourth quarter, there was a whistle. I wonder what things are going to look like Wednesday night. Because we got really close to a fight tonight.
If there's one thing Fever supporters have come to appreciate, it's that Sophie Cunningham never backs down from a big moment. She embraces pressure and consistently stands alongside her teammates whenever the intensity rises. As the game became more physical and emotional, cameras seemed to capture every reaction, every glance, every conversation, and every exchange on the floor. Fans online noticed everything almost immediately. Within minutes, clips were circulating across social media. Supporters were forming their own theories. Sports pages were sharing highlights, and the conversation continued to grow with each passing moment. What made the situation even more remarkable was that the game itself was still being played. While much of the attention shifted toward the growing drama, Caitlin Clark remained locked in on what mattered most, the scoreboard. That's often what separates elite players from the rest. When emotions run high, they let their performance do the talking. Possession after possession, Clark continued making smart plays, creating scoring opportunities for her teammates, and finding ways to influence the outcome of the game. As she did, the momentum gradually swung in the Fever's favor. The pressure that had been building around Indiana began to fade, while the Mercury found themselves reacting to the game instead of controlling its pace.